Greetings, family. Welcome. It's so good to see everybody. Check on in. Let us know where you're hailing from. I'm happy to be here. I'm happy that so many people have showed up. Come on in the room, family. I hope you're having a lovely day. It's a lovely day. But, child, I got some breaking news. Grand afternoon, grand rising, a grand evening, grand night, depending upon where you're hailing from. Come on in the room, family, and say hello to the Soul Tribe. Welcome. We're going to have a special guest today. Chief Mack is going to come in the room, and maybe some of you will chime in, let us know what you think about this, family, because something is going on. Okay. I don't know why this is happening right now, but Chief Mack has been saying something huge like this situation could happen. So come in the room. We'll get started and play some good music until everybody comes in. Welcome. We'll try to get started on some music. Come on in. I see so many people coming in the room. Come on in, family. Sister Janine, our moderators in the house. Come on in, family. Greetings, Daquan. Peace, family. Good day, family. Is there Tawana in the house? Come on in. Greetings. And just like that, made it in. Hello. Good to see you. Oh, we got some things to talk about today, family. Come on in. Grand afternoon. Greetings. Hit the like button, family, as you enter the room. Thank you. Thank you, Sister Janine. We'll get started in just a few minutes. I'll give everybody a chance to come on in.
Currencies to investments divine. She's helping her tribe to realign with wisdom, ancient and new, showing what we all can do.
Somebody asked, could it happen this weekend? Something huge happen this weekend? Let's see. This is the big Black Swan event. I don't know.
Raising vibrations for one and all. Dr. Kia shows the way.
Yay!
To a brighter, freer.
I see my hometown, Cleveland, Ohio's in the house, where I was born and raised.
Hear a call, raising vibrations for one and all. Dr. Kia lights the way.
Thank you.
To a new and brighter day.
Well, it's so good to see everybody come on in the room. I see you coming in, family. Happy Friday. Yay! It's good to see everybody. You're saying you enjoy the music and it fits me. Thank you. This is the most blissful Friday. I agree with you. Hi, Larry. Brother Larry's in the house. Who else is here? Hello, Botanica. Good to see you. Go ahead, sexy Dr. K. I heard that. Abundance Rising Chicago. Oh my gosh, so much is going on, but I want to give people time to come on in the room. Please hit the like button as you come in. Columbus, Ohio is in the house. I have family in Columbus, so welcome. Ohio is a beautiful place to live. I just love my home state. I miss it, but it's cold there. That's why I'm not there. Hit the like button. Thank you so much, Botanica. I appreciate you. Dr. Cheryl Watkins is in the house. Thank you. My girl said, "What's new, child?" When I tell you, you're going to be like, what in the world is going on? So come on in the room, family. You all know that we've been going live over the last few days, just mainly talking about financial things and some other things. Yesterday, we talked about how we know the revaluation of currencies is happening. And I showed you a video where President Trump has said during his first administration that he was concerned about currency devaluations for a long time. He said, I've been concerned about it for a long time, but I'm going to do something to remedy this situation to make sure everybody's on a level playing field. So since he said he was concerned about currency devaluations, we can almost assume that he said at the end of that speech, I want to make sure we do something fair to level the playing field. That would allude to the fact that he's going to make sure currencies are revaluing. So what I did yesterday is I spent about 3 hours breaking down what it means to be on a level playing field between all countries, why all countries were not on a level playing field in terms of how their economies was doing, how that led to people coming into our country to absorb the wealth from our nation, and how now the President Trump's administration is fulfilling his goal to make sure all countries are on a level playing field. And one of the things he did to ensure that was to tax other countries who were importing their goods here. But if you want to know what else he's currently doing to make sure every country is on the level playing field, in order to then go ahead and flip that switch so that all currencies all across the world can be equitable 1-to-1, meaning that all these countries' currencies were revalued, please watch the live video that I did yesterday. It was a good video. I gave sources to support my claim that countries are preparing to revalue their currencies. And what do we know today? After we made that announcement, I hear some news that's a little disturbing to me, but it could all be staged. Because when you read The Art of War, one of the things they tell you is you court scandal. You make yourself seem larger than life, court scandal, and then you go ahead, you come out, and then boom, you hit your target because you court scandal, make them think, you're involved in a whole lot of things, but you're larger than life. Nothing can happen to you. But at the same time, while you're courting scandal, people are talking about you and they're coming after you. And you're just kind of laying low while you're courting scandal, letting them think that you're getting involved in a whole lot of things. And then you come out and you strike your target. That's in The Art of War. President Trump is a very wise man. Why am I saying this? I'm laying the foundation for you. I see Chief Mack in the background. I'm laying the foundation for you because we just got breaking news that Israel shared new intelligence that Iran has plans to take them out. Now I have to watch what I say here because I'm noticing now my name is being flagged on YouTube. Now some of my algorithms are changing, views are dropping, and I know I can see the analytics that people are watching. So I'm like, something is up. I've been permanently banned from Twitter, X. Something is just wasn't feeling right. It's kind of off. I'm like, why now? After I've come back, what is going on? So they're planning something, family, and they don't want you to get the news because my name is a target. In fact, the young elder had me on his show the other night, and he put in a description that we were talking about the plot of the strong woman, or something about the strong woman. And he said interview with Dr. Kia Pruitt, Because he put my name in his title, they flagged it. They flagged his account. He had to literally take my name out the title, and then they removed the flag. So the young elder asked me, did they flag your account? And I said, no, because I thought they didn't. They hadn't. But then I got a notification and I checked the analytics and I saw that my account was flagged too. As soon as I removed my name, because I had put my name in the title, that conversation with young elder and Dr. Kia Pruitt. As soon as I removed my name from the title, they removed the flag. So the young elder said, what's going on is that your name has been flagged by AI. He said, they're watching you and they're afraid of you. They're afraid of the work that you're doing, he told me. So I'm grateful that I have people around me like the young elder, like Chief Rod Hayes, like Chief Mack for sure. And all the people, Jacob Bay, one of my friends, Ron Anthony, all the males and females too. It's just that the males, they're warriors. They're like, look, this is what's going to happen. This is what's happening. And this is what you need to do to protect yourself. Okay. So a lot's going on. I'm being flagged. I'm totally censored from X. And I've been censored from them for a while, but then they banned me permanently. But in the meantime, something's going on. I'm going to report the news as long as I'm going live. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Please push and boost the algorithms because they know we get breaking news over here and we're preparing the soul tribe. So anytime I talk about preparing the soul tribe, making sure you're secure against their financial collapse by having silver and gold, I get flagged. I had a whole channel removed for saying that a couple years ago. Anytime I talk about restoring the Black family, I get flagged. Anytime I talk about us being the indigenous people, they make sure I get limited amount of monetization. They don't want you to know that who's the indigenous American. They don't want Black families to be restored. They don't want all families to be restored. They don't want the human family to unite. They just don't want any breaking news to come out, because we don't just tell you what's going on. We tell you how to prepare, or we encourage you to prepare, and you encourage us how to prepare. So what's going on in the news? Israel shared new intelligence that Iran plans to take out the president. Now, remember, this is probably a retaliatory plan, not just because President Trump is now in conflict with Iran, but also, I don't know if you all remember this, but President Trump did take out Iran's leader. Remember, was it Khomeini? Okay, so his leader and either the leader's mom or leader's wife. Now, so if you take out somebody in my family, I'm going to retaliate. I don't care if it takes me 2 years, 3 years, 100 years. Okay, so we need to make sure we keep our emotions in check, stay grounded, because Israel reported to Iran, to the president of the United States, Iran just hatched a fresh plot to do something to President Trump. I can't use the word, you know what it means, take them out. They recently shared new intelligence that showed Iran was considering their new plan. Israel shared this intelligence with the president. And they said that Iran for years, remember I said, no matter how long it takes, we're going to get back. They vowed to openly retaliate against Trump for the unalivement of Soleimani, who was a top general in the Islamic Republic. So this is breaking news that just came out. Israel's intelligence is the one who allegedly told President Trump what was going on. And so President Trump is like, all right, I got something for you. And he told the Post in a news press release that he left instructions. He said, I just left instructions that if they do something to me, bomb them at all levels. Now I got to watch again what I say and what my words are, because, it could trigger the algorithms that I'm trying to incite some type of, violence. I got to be careful because they watch me closely. When I tell you they removed at least 8 channels and restricted me from all social media through the years, I know that they're watching us and what we do over here. Oh, that's not the right one. I don't even know how we got to this one here, but let me see if I can find that. Chief Mack's in the house. I'm just going to give you a few articles. Y'all know how I like to do. I want to support my claims. I'm not just going to say something without you all seeing the evidence so that you can read this later on your own time. Thank you for 235 people being in the chat. Hit the like button, please. Subscribe to the channel. Okay, here we go. Let me get this ad off our post here. I got to close that. These ads will try to keep you from seeing the information, and it's irritating at times, but we're going to keep going. How do you close that? Anyway, let's see. Trump tells the Post that he's left instructions should Iran take him out. And this is what he said: BOMB them at levels never seen before. This was today, breaking news. That was 4:45. President Trump said on today, Friday, to the Post that he's left instructions should Iran succeed in their plots to do away with him, that there will be hell to pay. He says, I've been on their list for a long time. That's what we're dealing with, he said. The only thing is I've left instructions, if anything happens, to just literally BOMB them at levels they never seen before. When asked about recent reports that Israel this week flagged intel of a plot to take out the U.S. president, Trump indicated there was no fresh plan for Iran, but said Tehran has wanted him gone for a very long time. And you can read that at your own leisure. Tell me what you think about this in the chat, family. What do you think is really happening? Do you think this is real or staged? Let me know, okay? Because, you know, if something happened to him, they're talking about hell to pay. Not only is he going to take out Iran, but you're going to have people in America that's going to be ready to throw hands, okay, if they do something with this president. And in the meantime, the deep state is going to be happy. And all these people that's foreign nationals that are here that want to try to lay hold on our land and try to absorb and drain all the resources and take over our government and stage another coup d'etat, they're going to be running rampant and going crazy and trying to overtake our country and destroy it. We can't let this happen, okay? This new publication says Iran-U.S. war. This is the latest news. Trump reveals he's left instructions in case something happened. There will be dire consequences for Tehran. He said, I've been on their list for a long time, and they've been wanting to take me out, but I got a plan for them. He said, but he did say this. While he denied reports that Israel shared information about a new unalivement plot, he said he's been a target of Iran for a long time. And he says, I hope you'll miss me. Trump said grimly, I hope you miss me. What do you think he means? Put it in the chat, family. See that? I hope you'll miss me. Meanwhile, Trump agreed to return to negotiations with Iran while insisting the U.S.-Iran ceasefire was over after the two sides traded strikes this week. So the United States military struck Iranian islands, ports, and infrastructure for 2 consecutive nights after reporting that Iran has struck 3 ships in the Strait of Hormuz. The negotiations are understood to have traveled to Iran in a desperate effort to restart talks after disputes over navigation in the strait led to the collapse of the diplomacy. So it's kind of, I don't know. On one hand, he denied that there were rumors that Israel to Trump that Iran had plans to take him out. But then he grimly smiled and said, I hope you miss me. And meanwhile, he says, if something happens to me, bomb them to smithereens, basically. But something else is happening. The White House is preparing for something. And then after we talk about this, we're going to bring on Chief. This is the last article I want to share because I just want to show you that I'm supporting my claims with evidence that this is, what's going on in the news. The White House is fortifying their front doors. Why is the White House fortifying their front doors? This was published by Forbes. Forbes is a reputable publication. Security upgrades to the White House front door come at the behest of the Secret Service and are expected to take until mid-September to complete. So Secret Service shared something with the White House that inspired them to upgrade the front door of the White House. Tarps went up on the White House North portfolio in late morning on yesterday, covering scaffolding that has stood for days. The third point of this article, a White House official told CNN the North Portico is undergoing standard restoration work to repair stones in the columns. Are they really? It's interesting. They're repairing stones in the columns. Is that what you're really doing? Because Secret Service is the one that alerted the White House that we needed to repair the front door. But you're now saying that the reason why you're doing is to repair stones in the column. The fourth bullet point, Secretary of the Interior Doug Burgum told podcaster host Katie Miller earlier this week the North Portico columns are undergoing repairs, saying the construction should be finished very quickly. Okay, so Secret Service alerted the White House that we need to repair the front doors. And you read other articles, there are other things going on at the White House as well. But in the interest of time, we're going to bring Chief Mack on. Tarps went up on the White House yesterday, and they're saying it's going to be done very quickly. Why? I ask you. Please put in the chat what you all think is happening. We have over 300 people in the chat, family. Hit that like button as you come in. Boost the algorithm. Share this video. Tell us what you think is going on, because I need to hear from all of you, because we need to know what's going on so that we can prepare. You always want to be proactive rather than reactive. And without any further ado, family, I'm going to bring on the chief of the Soul Tribe, Chief Mack, to explain what he thinks is happening right now in our country. Chief Mack, welcome.
Greetings, Ken Soul Tribe. This is the private group.
No. This is the main group.
The main group. I'm grateful that I've been afforded the opportunity to go live. I've been going live on YouTube for almost a year since I've had my YouTube channel. And I've been, if people have been paying attention, if you have been paying attention, it's so simple to me what's getting ready to happen, because I said it. I said it. People was talking about the Golden Gate Bridge, the Statue of Liberty, and alien
invasions.
But then I came out, and if anybody, I am going to give anybody $100 if you can find a clip when we saying that there was a twist to it. They were gonna try to unalive Mr. T. That's the twist. I said, if anybody can find that footage and send it to the emailers, I'm giving you $100. I said that about a month or so ago. I said that they were going. I said the twist that they're not talking about, that they're gonna fake unalive Mr. T. I have given over and over again. I have shown you guys that most of the people that they so-called unalive push on mainstream media are not unalive in real life. I've said that. I've said it. I've given you too many receipts. I've showed you that Clive, that Joan Rivers show her new character walking with Clive Davis. If this, one of the biggest ones that they ran on us thus forward was the so-called 119. I said it backwards. I want to 119. That was one of the, and now we found out, I broke that down eloquently, like a lot of people had. No one was unalive. That the people who was walking all days with clothes off and smoke everywhere, they were crisis actors. Okay? I've shown you that we know that no buildings that amount tall in the air cannot fall down that fast unless it's controlled demolition. Okay? They didn't find no engines in so-called planes, and those engines are made from titanium, and no amount of fire, I don't care how hot it gets, or jet fuel, how hot it gets, cannot burn titanium steel plane engines. The same engines that are put in Rolls Royce, the reason the Rolls Royce costs so much because those engines don't go bad. Okay.
Hmm.
Now they claim that the fire was the reason why the engines wasn't there because it melted them. But then you find these license and IDs of these would-be so-called T guys in pristine condition out of all of that rubble. You find you can't make this up, and it makes me angry if we are continuing at this late age to continue to let this beat system fool us,
Mm.
hoodwink us. It'll make me upset because they're going to pull on the heartstrings of people and cause
Hmm.
chaos. So I said, I know they're coming with the BS. So Mr. T, if something does happen to Mr. T, I'm listen, it's going to be staged. It's going to be a psyop. First of all, if they listen, they tell you what they're going to do. They tell you.
Hmm. Yeah.
Listen, if something really was going to happen, if there was really any imminent threat, they wouldn't be telling us that.
Okay.
Come on, man. This shit's so this I'm not saying this shit is simple. They would why would they tell us that? If something was really going to happen, see, I know about the investigation. I've been there, I worked around, I did that. If something was going to happen like that, they would tell us. They would tell us. And
That
then
makes sense.
they would tell us that. They would handle
Mhm.
business. Also, if you had to add extra reinforcement to the so-called White House door, you would need to add reinforcement to the White House. You add reinforcement outside of it. This,
Oh, not
this
just the
shit,
door, out the gates.
not even the gates, man. You would block up a mile radius of it, man. This
Okay,
shit, you
I
got to do
get
better,
you.
girl. You would shut down a mile radius. You would
Okay.
have tanks. You would have no-fly zones, and anybody that breach it, bam.
Mm.
Okay, they have no-fly zones for planes can't even fly over the cities. You won't see no jets flying over the cities. It's no
Okay.
fly zone. They fly when the planes come into Atlanta. They go around Atlanta or go around all the way out I-285. They come backwards to the airport. They don't fly over the buildings. So for the
Mhm.
first time in 9/11, so somehow, because if a plane breached that no-fly zone, boom, they got weaponry that'll hit that plane that'll make it disintegrate before it even hit the ground.
But okay, but then why say that? What's the point?
Because they're doing nothing no different than what they have always done.
Okay.
Broadcast it. See, but did we say the world is a stage?
Yes.
Is you
Yes.
haven't I been saying get your popcorn and slushy?
Yes.
Haven't I been
Yes.
saying that?
Yes,
So
you
this is
have.
why.
Mm.
This it's a Truman Show. They get their rocks off watching Listen, we're not. Do not forget this from this day forward. We're not fighting against flesh and blood.
Mm. Mm.
We're fighting against evil principalities on high. The whole world has been under the authority of the beast. All prime ministers, dictatorships, presidents, you name it, are owned and ran by the beast.
Mm.
They put on the facade that they're fighting against each other, and that works well. That's the epitome of control opposition. Haven't I been trying to teach you guys about control opposition?
Yeah. Yes.
You got one person. Control opposition is red state, blue states, Democratic, Republican, left wing, right wing. They're in the same damn house in different rooms, but they come down in the kitchen to eat together and laughing at people for believing that hogwash. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. See, the whole goal thing is they do not want us knowing that they had their time for thousands of years as rulers over this world and having jurisdiction over the people. and they're giving us the foreign currency. That's just that's just a mirage. So that people who get it, all they're gonna do is pay you out your state. That's all they're gonna do. Any and everything that we have received, as far as a monetary, whether you win the lottery, whether you got an insurance
Mm,
policy, car note, all of these are trust. They're only paying you out of your God-given right, your wealth that's in that state. Your insurance policy is a what you call a trust. Your mortgage contract is a trust. Your job application is a trust. Your credit card paperwork is a trust.
mm,
Because now we see why the rich have been doing this. If they establish a trust, and if you get insurance, right, whole
mhm,
life insurance,
mhm,
and whole life insurance is a trust. They didn't tell us that. If you create your trust that I did for you guys, the only way you can pull from that trust is you got to become a trust because your all caps name and associate is a dead entity, and they can't give live wealth to a dead entity. You have to become a trust. You have to be born again and living. Then you can receive, you can make your life and whole life insurance a beneficiary of your trust. And after a year and a half or two, you can pull because your whole life insurance is a trust that's connected to the part of the financial account. You can pull from it. And that's a financial hack that we should have been done years ago.
time ago. Yeah.
So I am going to put something together with people who have trust with good trust that make your whole life insurance a beneficiary of the trust. I'm putting that together right now. So the rabbit hole is that layers to this thing, and they have to keep on bringing us the saga to keep because the vast majority of the masses are hoodwinked, guys.
Mm,
How do they make sure that they're hoodwinked? Keep on bringing the BS. Keep on.
mm.
See, those of us who get it, who called it, we were just designed to catch this. See, they're not too much worried about it. They making sure that those who are not meant to get it make sure they solidify it. And all they gotta do, they done ran test runs. You know, about 5 years ago, this is back in 2020 or 2021. It was in the latter part of 2020. I think it was the early part of 2021. Remember
Mhm.
when these so-called uh, guys scaled the White House and broke us out of it,
Yes, I remember that. I do.
and people were going crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just watching that, shaking my damn head, like this shit is you can't make it. I'm like, this is some cartoon ass shit right here. I had to cuss. I said, you think that these guys can climb over the fence, walk across the grass?
Mm.
You have professional rock climbers. Those guys were professional rock climbers. Climbing the wall, and all while this is happening, we don't see no police, we don't see no these protective guys, we don't see nobody. These guys just have free reign to do anything. I guess the guys they were hibernating. And the president just gonna stay right there and sit down, and the people can sit down until these guys climb over the fence, cross the grass, scale the wall, break through the doors. All this is happening, and they just cross their fingers, playing they eating donuts. See, this the type of shit that pisses me off. If people still believe in this hogwash.
Okay, so Chief, I get what you're saying. You're saying they just want to be, it's central casting, it's all staged. They just want to incite people to get them all riled up and upset. But what's the overall goal? Like, are they trying to
Yeah,
usher in?
the RV is on its way.
Oh, okay. Okay. So
So
we're
they tell you a timeline. They
okay.
tell you a timeline. The
Okay.
RV is on its way. And so they're giving you a story. If you just got to be able to read it. The RV
Uh-huh.
is on its way. So I said this. If anybody can find that clip, what I said, guys, they talked about. I don't know if I said it on the Maria the Code show, or my show on your show. But if anybody can find that, I'm gonna give you $150.
One of the sisters just found it. Who was that?
Yeah, right. Yeah, right.
What she say? She found it. What she say?
Yeah, yeah, right.
I think
Yeah,
it
right.
was
So
what? What she say? It might have been Sister Kim that said earlier she thinks she found the link, and I think she said she put it up in the chat. If you found it, drop
if
it.
you found, I'm sending you $150 if that's it.
So let me see if I got this right. This could be like the Black Swan event, the big event, this announcement that they're going to unalive Trump, and then what happens? So are they going to shut everything down? It's not. Go ahead.
It's the military industrial complex that's behind all of it.
Okay.
The military industrial complex. They're the stage events. It was the military industrial complex behind Hurricane Katrina, behind 9/11. I mean, all of that. It was them behind all of that, and they can. Did you see those guys about 12 or 13 years ago? They were hiring extras to be, and this is before. This is like 13 or 14 years. This was before I was really keyed in on central casting. I didn't even know that they were using me for one of these because they were just hiring, or they were paying good money. So my job was to be in this roof. They had to cut me out the roof, and it was like they had it like it was flooding, but it was like I'm thinking that they had these firemen. Listen, they got a special location in Georgia that when I was looking for the location, the GPS wouldn't even find it. When I was living in middle Georgia, they got about 300 acres of land, or 300 to 400 acres of land donated to this private organization. You don't even know who owns this organization. And they have they have buildings, they have they got firemen from other countries that are here. So they could be doing something making you think it's overseas. It's right here in the United States. Come on. The areas that they have blocked off that people can't go to, like so-called Area 51, that could be you could have foreigners living in there, like looking like they in Iraq or Israel, all that, and it's right here in the United States.
Gosh.
Because I was at one, they had to cut me out with they cut me out with a saw. I had to come out. It was like I thought they would just feel like practicing like firemen. They practice on cutting people out and all that. I just thought it was one of those. And I was in this garage, this building, and it was flooded. It was water all around the flooded. Now they could have had hidden cameras recording me. And to the people, they could have had dramatic music come. Oh, it's flooded and so and so, so and so, and people could had thought that was real. I didn't know that, but now when I know, they can run these things like they're real to the people. I mean, you guys. I mean, the rabbit hole runs deep, man. This world is so wicked, man. And the adversary said that. He said, "I am a cunning God. I am the master of deception." And people think that because you put people on that television, they push. It's since the introduction of television, they have been running psyops, ran by people of the three-letter team. These celebrities, anybody that's pushing on these preachers, these pastors, they are all a part of the same game. To keep the sheeple gullible. I don't care who it is, all your religious leaders. They even have them on these social media platforms that act like they care about the people. They got a plethora of them. And y'all need to be careful because you out here just jumping to anybody who come out here. Should be shaming your damn self for that, man. You guys ain't even vetted people, man. Somebody can just drop somebody off the roof. They ain't been nowhere in 3, 4, 5 years, and y'all just go on to them like slice of bread. The bread was like bread was and cheese toast was invented.
Be like, oh, here's my savior. Here's my savior. Yay.
Y'all should be shaming yourself. Just jumping. Like, just say, for instance, Kim. Kim, we know who Kim is. We know her name, Dr. Kim Pruitt. Kid knows who I am. She knows my government name. She knows who I am because she wouldn't attach herself to anybody. Like, we know her name. You see her race, her
We vetted each
grandchildren.
other out. We vetted
Yes,
each.
yeah.
Okay, go
We
ahead.
we met up and we talked. I had an event about 2 years ago in Florida, and I said, "You live in that?" She said, "Yeah." It wasn't too far away from where you were living. You came and saw how I spoke to people, how they
Yeah,
responded to me. Said, "Chief, I got to bring you on the show."
yeah,
And in fact, that was the same time when that bird walked up to me and ate from my hand.
yes,
They were doing the
yes.
same time. That was the same on our way leaving. Because I came there with three of my business partners. And on our way heading back to Atlanta, this bird, one of the French fry from my hand, and talked to me. I said, "Come on, get it." He jumped down, ate the fry from my
Okay.
hand. And next thing I know, 15, 20 seconds later, he brought 20 or 30 more of his friends, his family. But
Mm,
my vibrations are high. But I see this world for what it is, guys. I see it for what it is. And when I saw the world for what it is, I cried.
mm,
I cried. I sat on the edge of my bed and I asked the Creator, "Why did you send me here?" Because the
mhm.
experience, hurt, pain, agony, betrayal, all of that. But they knew I was strong enough to take that because I'm more than like I asked to come here because I wanted to be that saving and salvation to my family, which I am right now. But I see this world for what it is, and I'm just saying it should be simple. Anything is said, the Bible's an allegorical book that's been pleasurized, and they telling you in there, Revelation, the Bible, they call it scriptures for a reason because they scripted things out. They
Mm.
wrote in their prophecies, not our prophecies. So now they're trying to tap into the indigenous people mindset to find out what's next. Because there's the great scripture, I'm going to give you dreams and visions.
And visions. Mm-hmm.
So now they're trying to tap into our mindsets right now because the dreams and visions are coming through the indigenous melody people because the creator talks to us, and that's just what it is.
Can I ask you something, Chief? Thank you. What do you think about this? Years ago, when President Trump just came in as the president, some of us heard, we were literally told this, like I had mentors that were teaching me about what was going on, literally said that President Trump could be taken out. They said he's coming in order to take down the deep state, but as the captain of that ship, he has the authority to take them down, and then he would go down with the ship. Now, they said he wouldn't what did they say? He wouldn't literally be taken out, but that the news would say he would be taken out because he's going to step down after he destroys the United States Incorporated, and then the Republic would be restored. Does that make sense at all, or do you
So,
think it's something else going on?
no, and let me add to that what you said. Let me add to
Okay,
that.
okay.
Any one of you guys can go to the Simpsons show. It was an episode almost 20 years ago
Mm-hmm.
when they showed that Mr. T, he won the candidacy to be the president of the United States. In a cartoon, they show him waving his right hand, going down the escalators.
Yeah,
And
the color.
halfway down the escalators, some little white girl had a green postcard in her hand, and she dropped it. It fell. Why in real life they had Trump going down the escalator stairs, and halfway down a look white girl in real life dropped the postcard. The
Mm-hmm.
only difference is he wasn't married then, so in real life he had his wife behind him. And on the Simpsons show, he didn't have Bianca, his wife, behind him, and which is probably his handler, because they all have handlers.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then. So why in real life they showed after airing that episode on the Simpsons show, and you want to know what else they had in the Simpsons show?
What?
That he was unalive.
Wow.
Put it up. Can't make
Okay.
this shit up. Put it up. The
Oh my.
Simpsons show showing Prince being unalive. The Simpsons show is predictive programming. It's called predictive. I'm not new to this shit.
Oh my
Predictive
God.
programming. They put up right now, you're gonna see Trump, and then you're gonna pull up with Trump is actually in real life going down those escalators. He's going down, he was waving his right hand, and halfway down a little white girl in the cartoon dropped his postcards he had, and then it happens in real life. The same exact thing happened. But the
You
Simpsons
know,
show, go ahead.
Now, when you look it up, they'll say it's not true. However, I did find this image. You know how they do. They try to, once people catch on and like, oh no, it didn't happen. I saw these articles that said no, the Simpsons didn't predict his unaliving, but here it is right here. See how they got the false sign going around here, but it says right here, R.I.P.
Thank you.
1946 to 2024, and here he is. But of course, they try to fact check it and put false. But here it is.
So this is what's going to happen, and I've said that. So if I look at that link, and if the young lady that sent the link, if that's me saying that, I'm gonna cash up you $150 because I said it. I knew it was coming because I'm so deep in this stuff. I know I can read things like the average person can't do. I can see what they're trying to do on stage. I see it because they telling me. And then I don't trust nobody so-called being unalive on TV. But they gonna listen. Why do Trump talk about Elvis Presley so much?
Tell us,
I'm gonna
Chief.
tell her. Why does Trump talk about Elvis Presley so much? Why does Miles Garrett got Kobe Bryant's hat on with the number 24 saying the job is not done, and you're a so-called 6'7", 6'6" football player, same height Kobe Bryant is. Now you got traded from Cleveland Browns to the Los Angeles Rams, and you have the same dog that Kobe Bryant had when he transitioned. Miles Garrett got the same dog. Can't make this shit up.
It's okay.
Why does Kevin Gates talks about Muhammad Ali?
Why?
Because he is Muhammad Ali.
Okay.
Why does Meek Mills they tie in Meek Mills to Martin Luther King? Why they telling you that?
Oh my God.
They're telling you that they put they unalive these celebrities on TV. All they were doing is retiring the old character. And they listen when Prince was so-called unalive, and he so-called left all of his property to a sister of his that none of us knew that was on crack.
Right.
Why would you leave a property to a sister who was on crack once she can relapse and sell the whole purple house. She can sell it all. You got other brothers and sisters, you could have left the house too, but you so-called leave it to your sister who was a crack whore. Then this sister of yours, she sings, sound like you. She on the stage accepted an award for Prince on his behalf. Why could your other sisters have done that? Because that was Prince inside of a fast suit.
Oh.
It was Prince. So all the ladies, all y'all cried and, oh, Prince, oh, Muhammad. And they pulled on your heartstring. And this is nothing new. They're going to keep on doing it. No, Aretha Franklin right now is probably 35 or 40 years younger right now, coming in a new celebrity. I can show you Eric Robinson is Jamie Foxx. The singer that was singing with Aretha Franklin, I've told you, you cannot trust this beast system. Because they told you that for people who ignore things, we supposed to. I am not the same man I was 3-4 years ago.
Right.
And you're supposed to elevate yourself because this world is changing. You should, and if you can elevate like we are, you can be ahead of the curve and you can see the things that you have discernment. You have tremendous discernment, which we're supposed to have. So I have tremendous discernment. I see, in other words, I can see a person for what they really are, and I can play a fool to catch a fool. I know agents when I see one. I know people who come like they're savior to our people, and they're really there as control opposition. A disinformation agent coming in the form of a savior. And when they hear me talk, they know that I know who they are. They know, and they're listening right now. And I know who you are, but I'm not messing. Okay. And we're at a time right now where the celestial family is going to get rid of all people. You're going to be exposed. If you're here, if you've been sent as an assignment for mainly the indigenous people and for all people. See, they trying to stop the growth from us because we're having those dreams and visions because we're the angels on earth. And if you are here, that's an assignment to stop the growth.
Mm,
The ancestors get ready to expose you.
mm,
Because why is that? Because the people are getting ready to start vetting people that they allow in their inner space. People are going to start raising their vibration and say, wait a minute, I didn't even vet this person.
mm,
This person just came out of nowhere. And we just jumped
mm.
to it because no, we can't allow ourselves to just do that. We gotta vet people. Here has been on here for a while. We see she's not here. It's not no mystery. We see she's an open book. She was married. Her husband had some difficulties. She worked it out, all the way up to the point that he transcended.
Yes,
And no relationship is perfect. And somebody right now have a perfect relationship, put a one in the chat. If life is just perfect for you, put a one in the chat and let me see you live. If you're in your 50s, man, or 40s or 50s, and if your life has been perfect, put a one in the chat.
mm,
If you lived a perfect life with no hiccups, no hangups,
mm.
put a one in the chat. If nobody close to you transition, if you hadn't been talked about, ridiculed, persecuted, defamed, betrayed, that's what comes along with this life, man.
For real.
It's and there's no way around it. So what I have to do is make sure I set up an infrastructure for my one and only daughter. That's for
Mm,
now.
mm,
To
mm,
make sure that when she have a hiccup, being her dad, having an insurance policy, and
mm,
as far as spiritually, mentally, emotionally, financially,
mm.
having that insurance, making sure that she's mentally stable, and making sure that any young man that comes in her life, he's gonna have a healthy fear of me, but he's gonna cross my blood.
Speaking of that, Chief, do you know whenever we talk about the continuity of the family or bringing the family back together, like we did on Young Elder Show the other day, he and I were talking, it gets flagged. You know they're against the family, especially the indigenous family coming together. Those videos are always flagged. So this is how you know they don't want us all to be unified as one because it's easier to control us. And they will send agents and disinformation agents to infiltrate the great work that the Soul Tribe is doing or that anybody, the human family is doing. It's
You know,
interesting to me.
the disinformation agents, they 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 mix lies with truth.
Mm,
They come in like they really care about you, want to help you out, but they want to lead you down a dark slope.
mm,
And many of you guys you are ignoring some things. But if you don't start vetting people and checking people out, see anybody who's got a trust for me, you see my government name. And you don't get to call me my government name because you don't know me like that. You call me Chief Mack. So if you call me my government, I'm gonna say, hey, you call me Chief Mack. You don't know me like that.
mm,
But you know my name. Kid knows me. And when you start following people and you don't even know their real names. And you just jump
mm.
into it. When you just jump, I'm not the kind of cat that I follow the crowd. I've never been the type of dude. And guys, we just got to start vetting people. I'm telling you, you got to start vetting people because y'all around here. I see so many people on these platforms in different religions on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. I see them, and I just shake my head at the people. I'm not a messy guy. You won't see me, too much going live talking about other people. I know how to mind my damn business. Now, unless somebody says something about me or you do have a right to defend yourself. You have a right to defend yourself, you know. But I watch people and I see you just following in and everybody, man. I see it. And I just shake my head because you guys are just following any and everybody because it sounds good. Jim Jones sounded real good to those people, right?
Yes, yes, sir.
Oh, he was a fiery white man. He he got government assistance. He got
Mm,
money, and the black, and I think this was like in Indiana somewhere, in Indiana. My uncle before he transitioned told me that his wife almost left and went with him. Jim Jones had money. He had everything. He, he was taking care of the people who had it, and everybody was he was the best thing since sliced bread. And then he was known better. My uncle told his wife, you leave if you want to. He was getting all these people to go to a South American island to get them away from safety.
mm,
And this compound,
mm.
and all of a sudden, that wolf came out of those sheep clothes. He had guys with machine guns, all that, and
Wow.
and had all the people to drink this cyanide that was mixed in with the so-called this drink. And the people who saw the other people fall out from drinking it, that didn't want to take it, he sawed them down with machine guns.
Yeah, David Keith Quigley, John F. K. Jr. that's been on my show told me what actually happened was that guy he owed the mafia some money and he didn't pay up. So they said that they were going to take him out and they was going to take out everybody else was associated with them. So they made him drink the juice and everybody else because you don't mess with the mafia. Once you say you're going to do something for them or you sign up with them, you got to follow through. It's just like today. Some people take these pledges or they sign up with secret society. They join these clubs. If they tell you to do something, you got to do it or else they'll
But
take you out.
I found out another twist to the whole story
Okay.
recently.
Okay.
That's why I believe that for another show.
Okay.
I believe that for another. I found out another twist to
Mm.
that because they had sent some senator there had came in to talk to him, and then they were trying to get away the plane. They got them and unalived them.
Whoa.
If you look at the whole story, you'll see they had some senator from the United States he flew on a plane. They're trying to talk to him, and then right when they were trying to get away, they showed they unalived him. But that's another whole twist of the whole story
Oh, yeah,
that
it
I
is.
found out. It's a whole other twist. That's even deeper than what I just said. I will
Okay.
say on the Chief Mack show, I'm gonna break it down to you.
Good.
Y'all should appreciate me, man, because
We
I'm
do.
thorough with this shit.
We do, Chief. We might not say it often, but we
Oh, no.
appreciate you. As a matter of fact, let me do this. Family, if you want to bless the Chief or give him a donation, plus he just had a birthday, please feel free because he takes care of the soul tribe. He answers your questions. He does consultations. He has done the 508c1a, the private trust with you all so that you can live outside the jurisdiction of the government of the United States Incorporated. If you appreciate him, I encourage you to please send him a gift. You can send him a gift at $Alan Judah 47. He never asked for this, okay? I do this for all my guests though. $Alan Judah 47, ALLENJUDAH 47. Take care of the Chief so he can continue to take care of us. And if you want a private trust from him, listen, this is a great time to do it before they hit that button, that EBS alert button, that emergency broadcast system button, or maybe they might even shut down the world. Who knows what they plan to do with all this war rhetoric and unaliving of the president rhetoric. So if you want a private trust or a consultation, the consultation fee is $75. Please email Chief Mack at unityinmotion45@yahoo.com. UNITYINMOTION45@yahoo.com. He's going to teach you about the private trust, how that helps you to live outside the jurisdiction of the government. He's going to talk to you about a lot of things like oh, by the way, he's going to be hopefully on a show on Sunday. Can I announce it?
Yeah, go ahead.
He's going to be on the Young Elder Show. I'm so excited. I can't wait to see that one on Sunday. I think it's going to be Sunday morning talking about living in the private and how everything that you get, whether it's a lottery ticket, your salary even, Any money you get comes out of your private trust. They don't tell us that when we get paid a check, it's literally our money that they're paying us. He's going to talk about so much insurance policies being paid out. All that comes from your trust. He's going to go way into detail, about some things that he knows because he's taken different tests and he's been, living in the private for some time. So you want to make sure you subscribe to Young Elder Show. It is Young Elder on YouTube, YOUNGELDER, The Young Elder, because on Sunday he's going to break it down. Subscribe to Young Elder and subscribe to Chief Mack because he takes care of the Soul Tribe. UNITY, INMOTION 45 at yahoo.com. Contact the Chief. And if you just want to bless him, give him a donation or a gift, please send him a cash app to $Allen Judah 47, and he will greatly appreciate it.
Thank you, Karen. And I don't ask for donation.
You never do. You never do.
But I got something that has taken place in my family that I have to be there for a family member. But I'll go more in detail with that when I go live on my platform. But if I'm in position, I've helped. I talked to a white lady about 4 days ago, and when she called me, she needed to vent. So I felt in my spirit, "Oh, Chief, back on my God, I'm talking to Chief." Listen, she needed to vent. She said, "I have learned so much from you, Rod Hayes, Memphis Rabbi. I just learned so much from y'all. I'm learning, even though I'm white, I feel like I'm still part of the Soul Tribe." And she said, "Well, I am so ashamed and angry and sad that the things that my people we have done to you guys, and I don't agree with that." She was crying, and she said, "I'm actually thinking about bringing it on my show." I talked to her about that. Well, she don't have to show her name and show her face, but she was saying that we need to do better. And she said, what she said. She said, "If I have to go, I have no problem with that because this is your land. I want to come in the right way, and I want to do things the right way. And this is you guys' land, and it's just sickening to see that you guys got to pay things on your own land." She said, "If the shoe was on the other foot, we would be angry. So we should be mad that you guys are frustrated that you guys are angry. This is your land." And I'm like, wow.
Wow.
I said,
God bless her. God bless her.
I said, people need to hear you. See, that's a right. That's what I call a righteous heart.
Righteous, very righteous.
That's a. It don't matter what color you are. You could be righteous because you got righteous and evil in all races and colors. Great.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Somebody says, "Can you imagine how many people feel that way?" It could be it could be something. Yeah. It probably is more than what we think. There are good people. Absolutely. Sister Janine says, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Kim said, "Chief Mack did my trust, and I am forever grateful." Go ahead, Chief.
Hey, Kim, how you doing now? I know Kim is.
Okay. Thank you.
Listen, we have an opportunity. We have an opportunity in terms of what we're doing right now. Everybody is on Candy Camp.
What do you mean by that? Break it down, Lord.
Everybody's being watched. Everything you have, and then and even in that book, in your Bible, the part of surely it talks about. It says what it says that everything you do, you will be accounted for, right? It's written in the Lamb's Book of Life, right? And people think that's people they think it's a game. But you got people that have sold out to the beast system. You have people that have joined these organizations and pledged to this beast system and are hired to be disinformation agents to lead the people astray. And the time is coming when folks who have done that to lead our people astray got hell to pay. For a long time, they have been winning.
Mm-hmm.
They have been on the wrong side with no consequences, but now consequences are on their way. The people who have sold out to these hidden hands, to these reptilians, draconians, and Arcadians, to these entities that are hiding behind the scene, pulling
Mm,
the strings.
mm.
We are not fighting against flesh and blood. And I'm going to keep on reiterating that. We're not fighting against flesh and blood. Guys, I don't know if they got rid of Kia or she lost the wick at her back, but we're not fighting against flesh
I'm
and blood.
here.
We got to start vetting people. We got to start vetting people. We got to stop just being so quick to just jump on the bandwagon.
Mm,
You know, stop just people that's so popular. And then the first thing you want to do is just run to these people because they're popular. We should know better than that.
mm,
We should know better than just running to people because because these platforms are pushing them, pushing.
mm.
Shakira has been taken down at least 8, 9 different times. And you see other people are not just taken down like that. Y'all gotta
Mm-mm.
start paying attention, guys. Because if you pay attention, you can save yourself from a lot of hurt and pain and agony and betrayal. Betrayal. What my goal is and what Kia's goal is that we all become powerful all by ourselves so that we can come together under one authority.
Mm,
You need to become
mm,
powerful all by yourself so that you can get the bag. So that if you need to all by yourself become powerful enough to be that savior and salvation to your family. I don't want anybody to follow me. I ain't nobody's boss. I'm not the smartest guy. I'm none of that. I'm just a real dude. That all I'm interested in is telling the truth. And if I was trying to lead you down a slippery slope and lie to you, I ask the ancestors to take me out.
mm,
And that's how serious I am. And if anybody is leading us down the slippery slope, I ask the ancestors to take them out.
mm.
I'm not a liar. I'm not going to lie on nobody because a liar is a murderer. I'm not here to do that. I'm here to raise the vibration and the conscience of any and all people so that you can live your most amazing life and turn this hell into your
Yes.
heaven.
Yes.
Because you ain't going to it when you ended already.
Mm.
There's some people are living life so bad that they put a gun to their head and end their life because the hell that they experience is too much for them to bear. They rather face the afterlife than
Ooh.
face the life that they're living right now. It's so bad from here. So you tell me where's hell.
Mm,
So they don't want you to know that you could create your heaven on earth and that heaven was always supposed to be on earth. Because if you know that, you'll start speaking it and you'll start manifesting it. But they gonna tell you that, oh, you got to transition before you experience that so that you won't ask for the in the present life right now.
mm.
Your whole religion's been lying to you. One of them saying if you got to be unalive and to get these 10 virgin wives, well, you can get that right now. You got enough money to take care of them all together. You can have 10 of them. Put them to
Right
take care
now.
of them. You take care of all of them. You can have 10 of them.
Yes,
The
sir.
other one telling you, oh, you're gonna have many mansions and streets of gold. You can have that now. Because I'm gonna have it. I want everything that I want in the mansion. I'm gonna get.
Mm,
And I'm not gonna be sad. And you ain't gonna guilt trip me and ride around in a BMW, Lexus, or a Rolls, Phantom Rolls Royce, Maybach Mercedes truck, a Bentley. You're not gonna guilt me. I want to live my most amazing life unapologetically and be a saving salvation to any and everybody. And I'm helping out a lot of people. And that's what we should all be doing. I saw a young man today about an hour ago in my suit guy, and I was talking to him. He said, "Man, you look nice in the suit." I was getting a suit cut on
mhm,
me. And you know what? I said, "Man, I like your spirit." He was a young man, 28 years old. He got a wife and 2 boys. The
mm.
spirit told me, I said, take my number down. I said, can you handle bidding worth about 10 to 15 million dollars? He looked at me, say that again. I said, can you handle bidding worth 10 to 15 million dollars? He said, I'm going to run. I said, take my number down. I'm Chief Mack. I said, call me up. I said, what you're doing is honorable. You got those two boys and that wife right there. I want to put you in a position to be more powerful to them. That's just this is what I do.
Yes. Yes.
And that's what we all should be doing. And see, that's called building kingdom points. See, those are points being built because everything that you're doing, your brain is recording.
Ooh.
Your eyes is a recording mechanism. Your ears are a recording mechanism. And that's a database. Everything you have done, good or bad, is right there, recorded. So when you lose this suit, nobody ever, nobody dies. You transcend. And what you have done now in this life, all the hell that you've done, all the trauma that you caused in people's life, the betrayal, the lies, the deceit, and deception that you've done, you're going to pay for that shit. Trust me on that. You can laugh. You can think it's funny. You can think you're powerful. You can be sent on an assignment and fuck around and you're going to find out. And all the good, the righteous that you have done in the dark, clap your hands because you're getting ready to be rewarded. Because I'm getting rewarded. And it comes with chaos. Lies, deceit, deception are spoke on your name when you're righteous. But those people who have done that are getting ready to be judged. I'm telling you that.
Chief, thank you, Chief. I want to say something, but first, you can't hear me? Oh, okay. You can't hear me? Can you hear me?
We hear you. Yes, we hear you now.
Okay, I had to go out and come back in. Buffalo Bill wants you to call him. He said, Dr. Key, if you see this, Chief Mack was supposed to call me back for my trust. Tell him to call me. We don't know. I don't know who Buffalo Bill is. Put your government name in the chat or email me at kiapruitt@gmail.com and I'll get in touch with Chief Mack for you. So he can know to call you. Chief, you said the RV is getting ready to happen. For those of you who don't know it, the RV is the revaluation of currencies. With those of you who have currencies that have bought currencies now, you'll be able to go to the bank once a new rate shows up on the Forex. Because what has happened historically is many countries had their currencies devalued, I should say, not inflated, devalued because of war or sanctions. And then what happened is people high up in the military, presidents, prime ministers would go buy those currencies that have been devalued through war or sanctions. And then after the war, the United States would rebuild the infrastructure or to remove sanctions. And then the rate on the currency would go up. It would be reinstated back to its pre-war, sanction value. So then they would go to the bank with a new exchange rate and become multimillionaires overnight, essentially. So now the Most High, the Creator source, has allowed us common people to know about this revaluation of currency so that when they put the new rate on the currencies all around the world that you have bought up, when they hit that switch, you'll be able to go into the bank and with the new rate, exchange rate, become extremely wealthy. And you can get into this by with just a few dollars. You can call Chief Mack to ask him, how can I invest in foreign currencies, for just a few dollars? Now, I'm not giving financial advice. Okay. We don't give financial advice, but you can ask him, what have people done historically in terms of buying foreign currencies? Okay. And what kind of foreign currencies are people getting into? He might not tell you which ones to get into, but you might ask, what kind are people getting into? Then if you're interested in that, please give him I would say a call, but email him at unityinmotion45@yahoo.com. You might want to know about currencies. You might want to know about silver and gold. You might want to know about how to live in the private, outside the jurisdiction of the government, meaning outside the control of the government. Chief Mack can help you with all that, okay? As it relates to gold and silver, that's my lane as well. So if you're interested in getting gold and silver from my affiliate, you can call Miles Franklin Precious Metals Company. And I'll send you that address, give it right here at 952-929-7006. Call Miles Franklin, 952-929-7006, or send an email to info@milesfranklin.com. Let them know Dr. Kia Pruitt referred you so you can get the best prices in the industry. What we're doing here, we're liberating minds, we are restoring families, and we are helping you to accumulate wealth and protect your wealth so you can pass it down to your posterity. This is how you leave a legacy for your family. Now, Chief, you mentioned earlier that this whole plot to do away with or take out our president could be a black swan event that will lead to, possibly an EBS alert, emergency broadcast system announcement. It could lead to a shutdown, we don't know, or it could lead to the exchange of currencies actually happening. Now, I want to show you that, and you said that these things happen, typically something huge happened before a major transference of wealth occurs. I want to show you how that happened in 1991, Chief, just briefly, because in Kuwait, let me tell you all, this whole revaluation of currencies, exchanging currency, this has happened before. This is nothing new. It's just that people don't know about it. A lot of people don't know about it. What happened in Kuwait before the dinar revalued is what I asked AI. And Chief and I have been studying this for a while. Listen to this. Before Kuwait revalued its currency, the country survived the devastating 1990 Iraqi invasion. The currency revalued in 1991, family. Before Kuwait, listen, revalued its currency, the country survived the devastating 1990 Iraq invasion, just a year prior to the currency revaluing. Iraqi forces occupied Kuwait, stole massive quantities of dinar banknotes, and temporarily replaced the Kuwaiti dinar with the much weaker Iraqi dinar. Following liberation in early 1991, Kuwait restored its original currency and demonetized the stolen notes. The events leading up to this post-war revaluation include, and I'll tell you what happened. They had the Iraqi occupation, where Iraqi troops invaded and occupied Kuwait. Then they had liberation and currency restoral. Following the Gulf War and the liberation of Kuwait in 1991, the Central Bank of Kuwait revived the Kuwaiti dinar. To prevent stolen notes from flooding the economy, the government completely demonetized the old currency and issued out a new series. And then they had economic rebuilding. So they're not even going to go into detail for exactly what happened. But there are other articles that say they had been saying they're not going to revalue their currency. There was a war and an invasion that occurred in that time period. And then they told everybody, don't worry, we're never going to revalue the currency. And then they had a blackout. Chief and I reported on that. During a blackout, the whole country was dark. People went to the banks and they was exchanging new currencies during the blackout. All I'm saying is, they stage black swan events. They stage something huge. And while everybody's looking over here, the people that know what's really going on is over here getting the bag. So what we're doing today is saying prepare, keep your emotions in check, stay balanced, stay level-minded, keep your energy in check, accumulate you some what we're calling wealth, whether it's gold, silver, foreign currencies. There are other things you can invest in and hold on to it. While everybody else is worried about some big old thing happening on the world stage, you're going to be in the bank exchanging your currencies. And I yield to you, Chief Mack.
Precisely, exactly. And I believe something happened other than them just stealing the $270 billion wealth that belonged to the indigenous people of the land, the so-called black people. I believe that was something that should have took place then that they stopped and happened, but they can't stop it now. So I believe there was some type of wealth transfer that happened then, but we didn't know about it. Along with them stealing that gold was 270 billion that belonged to us. And these are not my words, for those who may be new here. And I played it several times. Here, you played it on your show with me, and you heard who they said the wealth that was stolen belonged to the so-called black men and people. In other words, that we're not Africans. We are the real Indians, the so-called Indians. The Egyptians, we went by so many different names. So many different names. We are we were already here.
Already here. That's right, Chief. Chief, why do you think that it was that these people were in the bank exchanging in the dark?
They had the script. They already knew what was going on.
Okay.
They wasn't in the dark.
Right. I was thinking about that because the article said it was in the dark, but I was like, how were they exchanging money? How were the bankers looking at the?
That's a metaphor.
Got it. Got it. Okay.
The people who wasn't aware were in the dark.
Ah. Wow.
Okay,
Okay.
they were in the dark. The people who had the currency wasn't in the dark. They was at the bank, and you cannot exchange money in the dark.
Hmm.
Okay, the people. That's just a metaphor. The people who were unaware were in the dark from knowing this. The people who were
Mm.
wasn't in the dark.
Okay.
Okay, that
Okay.
was can exchange. So can exchange that thing just a blackout in the dark like that. No. So it's the
Mm.
same thing they're gonna do right now. The so-called blackout happened. It'll be in isolated areas. It's not gonna be the whole country. It's not gonna be. They
Mm.
cannot black everything out like that because chaos will happen.
Yeah. Yeah.
If a total blackout happened, planes would planes would crash. The water, that means that your water won't be able to run. The sewers would back up. All that would back up, man. Come on, man. It's not gonna happen like that.
Hey, Chief, can I show you what they said in the news? Let me show you what, because I had to look it up. Like, I think they said this is how it happened. It did. Look, I asked, did Kuwait exchange during a blackout in 1991? But you explained what the blackout was. It says, yes, Kuwait actively exchanged old currencies for new currencies in March of 1991, despite severe blackouts and no electricity in the country. The New York Times article, I'll pin that for you. I'll put it in the description section. Following the Iraqi invasion of Kuwait, millions of dinars were looted from the central bank and put into circulation by Iraqi occupation forces. To protect the economy, the Kuwaiti government demonetized the seized banknotes and issued a new currency. When the banks officially reopened on March 24th, 1991, Kuwait was still operating without electricity and water. Despite the conditions, the exchange process proceeded with the following measures in place. And it goes on and talk about how they did a manual process, exchange rate. All other valid pre-invasion dinars were swapped for the newly issued notes at a 1-to-1 rate. This emergency exchange window was temporary and it expired by September 30th of 1991. So from March 24, 1991 to September 30th, 1991, the Kuwaiti dinar was being exchanged from the old one to the new one with the reinstated rate. Wow. Very, very interesting. I need to put this in the oops. I'll put this in the what I'm trying to say in the description section for the family. And I'll also put it in the chat here. Okay, Chief, you sound pretty busy. Do we need to wrap up?
No, we good. And then you just wrap up whenever you get ready to. I'm good.
Okay.
But that's good information. It says nothing new under the sun in terms of foreign currencies being reevaluated. And then, this has been happening years. You still can go to a currency exchange or to a bank and they have other type of foreign currency you can buy. So this is something that this is something they never wanted us to know. But and it's only 1% of us that are doing this. It's not a whole bunch of people doing this. It's only 1%. The amount of people that's doing this right now is going to be the same 1% that have the wealth right now are going to really be replaced with a new 1%ers. That's why I said, all you a new 1%er. That's what we're going to be.
If you want to know
Yeah.
more about this family, contact Chief Mack at unityinmotion45@yahoo.com. If you want to, know how to, get currencies or protect your wealth. But if you want to study more about what's going on financially behind the scenes and what's going on financially in these countries in which we're invested, like Iraq, like Venezuela, like Zimbabwe, and Vietnam join our private group, because we go into detail about what's really happening in these countries. And it's good information because we provide sources. We go into detail. People in the chat in the private group also provide detail. For example, Sister Sheila, I don't know if she's on here tonight, she gave us the bank protocol, what you need to take to the bank when it's time to exchange currencies. Sister Janine, our moderator, brings us information. Anthony Hood is in there in the group. He tells us about that. Jeffrey Short is the one that told us, look, if you can't afford silver and gold, get some of these other metals. And he told us which metals and which currencies. We really go in this private group. And Chief Mack, of course, is a part of the private group. He comes in, as well as some of our other special guests, to tell us what's going on behind the scenes. So if you're interested in joining our private group, here is the link right here. Or you can go to any of my YouTube videos and hit join. Just hit the join button, follow the prompts, and you will be in. Again, this is for our private group. We have 2 tiers. We have a silver tier and a gold tier. It's valuable information in the private group that we don't discuss in the public, because everybody, may not really be interested in this type of information. Chief.
Yes.
I know somebody who became a millionaire from that Kuwaiti dinar revaluation. I actually met him because I was reporting on geopolitics and global financial news. And so he contacted me and we became friends. I haven't talked to him in a while, but what happened was his brother was high up in the military, and his brother told him to get some Kuwaiti dinar, and he didn't believe it, but he just did it because his brother told him to. And then when they got the signal that it was time, that the war was over in that area and it was time to exchange the old Kuwaiti dinar for the new ones with the new exchange rate, he told me, he said he felt bad because he had actually sold a lot of his Kuwaiti dinar. He thought, I bought all this. I feel like a fool. Everybody else telling me I'm dumb. But he said, he saved enough that when he went to the bank, he became a millionaire. But his brother never sold it. His brother was high up in the military. His brother became a multimillionaire. So he would tell me all the time, hold on to whatever you have, believe it's true, and we became friends. But he lost a lot. He lost money because $1 million, you can go through that really quickly. But he lost out on multi-millions because he gave up and he sold his dinar. I just want you to know I did meet somebody that actually, became wealthy. And then I have a girlfriend I grew up with in Ohio. When she heard me talking on my platform about currencies, she was like, Kia, how you know about currencies? She said, girl, after high school, remember I went away to the military. She said, yeah, she said, some of our generals told us about this. It was a secret though. She said, I have Iraqi dinar like stored up in my basement. And she said, I was like, girl, you knew about this all these years? Because she went to the military in the 90s. You never told me. She was like, girl, you would have thought I was crazy back in the 90s. She's still holding on to it. She said, oh, yeah, some people high up in the military. She wasn't high up, but she had friends that were, we know this is real. And then I'll say this next thing, and I'll yield it over to you, Chief. When I went to my local coin shop, they were doing this big symposium where they were all showing their coins and their foreign currencies. I said, do y'all have any Kuwaiti dinar or any Afghanistani Afghan or Vietnamese dong? And the guys who had it was like, no, they were like, no, we don't. We used to. But for some reason, the military always buy up our currency, like specific ones you asked for, Vietnamese dong, Kuwaiti dinar, Afghanistan. And they was like, we never figured out why the military buy those up. They know. And I yield to you, Chief. Any thoughts?
No, when I went to my bank, I would say Wells Fargo. And about a little over a year ago, I went there to ask her about some Iraqi dinars. They said they told me that they were selling Iraqi dinars. They told me that I paid the funds to the tailor, and they would order from me and call me, or call, text, or email me to let me know when the currency came in. I said, okay, thank you. So I left out. I didn't get any. But I had one of my clients from Australia call me about 3 months after that,
Mm-hmm.
and he said, "Chief, he said if you don't have any foreign currency, you need to get some." He said because he
Mm-hmm.
said I'm seeing what they're doing over here in Australia, and he said that you need to secure into my record if you don't have it. So I went back to my bank and I spoke to the manager, which she's seen me before, and went her in her office, and she told me, I say, listen, I want to get some foreign currency from you guys. I want to get some Iraqi dinar. You know what the woman told me?
What?
No, this was no, this wasn't the time. This was the second time when I went there. The second time when I went there, I inquired about some Iraqi dinars, and they said they don't sell them. They said we out of them, we don't have them. I said,
Mm.
well, which bank have it? She said, no, we stopped selling them. I said, really? She said, yeah, we don't sell them anymore. We just don't sell them anymore. Then I go back, I said, wow. So when I went back, so I heard about, the other type of foreign currency, the Vietnamese dong, the Rubio, the Zig, the Agro, all these different type of foreign currency. So when I went back up there about another month and a half or 2 months later, I spoke to the manager. I said, hey man, I said, I'm gonna try to get some foreign currency from you guys. And she said, foreign, what do you mean? I said, you guys sell foreign currency. I promise you, that woman looked me in my face and said, what did you talk about?
Wow.
I said, man, I said, I'm trying to get some foreign currency. I want to order something because I spoke to your teller. They said you guys sold foreign currency. She said, we never sold foreign currency.
Liar, liar, pants on fire.
I said, wait a minute. Dad. I
Mm.
said, I just can't. She said, I don't know what you're talking about. I said, "Oh, okay, so you want to play stupid, huh? You
Mm.
gatekeep it.
Mm.
I knew, I promise you, if I'm telling the truth. She said,
Mm.
what are you talking about? I said, Phil said, we never sold any foreign currency. I said, this woman gatekeeping.
Mm.
So that's what I promise you. I left out of her office, right? And I go speak to my banker. They know me for the past 2.5 years. I brought several people up there that I know, because there are over 30 people with their trust open who had issues opening their trust. So they
Mm.
know me. I said, hey man, are you guys still selling the foreign currency? I want to see what you got. He said, yeah. He said, sit down in this office. I sat down in a chair. He pulled up on his screen. He turned the whole computer around, took that shell off of it, that blinder, but but you can't see. He took it off and showed me over 40 different foreign currencies with different countries that they were selling.
Oh my God, Chief.
She told me they didn't do it. He's
What
turned
was
that computer
that?
around.
Go ahead.
And so this makes me angry because I don't even know if I want to go to that bank because
Mm.
that was illegal. Ma'am, are you giving me legal advice? Are you trying
Mm.
to steer me the wrong way?
Mm.
So I want to get the foreign currency and participate in the wealth transfer. So he turned the computer around and showed me, and I was able to buy 5 different foreign currencies. I picked it up and look, the currency that we don't even talk about. I was able
Mm.
to purchase the current foreign currency, and the reason I did that is so that they could have in that database that's holding foreign currency. When this thing goes down, I will get an email from them.
Oh, that's beautiful.
And that's why I did that. But I'm saying, guys, no don't mean no all the time, and don't let somebody tell you no and shake your world around. In other words, don't get it a rejection and then let that stop you from progressing.
Mm.
Because I have been able to turn a lot of no's into yes. And that's why I'm here to tell you guys that I have people say, well, Chief, I went to Wells Fargo. They tell me, and I don't know what I say, settle down. You're going to be all right. Just go to a different bank, different Wells Fargo.
Mm.
Because not all Wells Fargo or banks do it. You can go to one bank, they turn you down, and go to the next one, they're going to say yes. So that happened to me. I went to one Wells Fargo in the so-called black neighborhood, got turned down. I went to one in the predominantly in an area that was nice in Atlanta with my suit on. They told me they didn't have one there. I had to make an appointment. But because I had went there with my briefcase and my suit on, suited and booted, smelling like fruits and berries and looking nice.
Fruits and berries.
Yeah. The man said, "Hey, sir, here's a location that always have a wealth manager on staff. And the area he sent me to, when I went inside that bank, I was the only so-called black man in there. The rest of the people were older white folks in their late 60s and 70s. They were trust fund babies.
Mm-hmm.
And then within a half-mile radius, all the way around that bank, 5, 10, 15 plus $20 million estates.
Wow.
It's in that area. This is the home about a half a mile away from that bank. The house is 22,000 square feet.
Mm.
It has two different addresses. So that's the area I was. But the goal or the moral of the story is don't let nobody tell you no and let that end your world.
Listen, that's a good lesson, Chief. I appreciate you telling that to the Soul Tribe, because some people hear no, or they hear this is all fake, don't listen to us. But we're telling you that we've got many, many testimonies of people who are already exchanged before, in other currency exchanges. Listen to what Jean says. Gina Lee, is it Gina Leese? Gina Lisi says, I had a black female banker in 2012 that got fired for selling us too much dinar. Clock it.
What?
Mm-hmm. A black banker got fired in 2012 for selling us and did to the so-called black people too much dinar. Yep.
This is how we know the world is changing right now, because the authority, rulership, and power control is changing, because a lot of people who get this information right now, there has to be a divine intervention to happen in our lives for us to even be in this sector, because so many people are not. So many people are walking around here thinking they have control of their own thought process, and they don't, because the state system have led them astray and make them think that they have choice, and they don't have choice. Because your choice has been taken away from you with the deception that has been invented through that TV, the television. So for us to be here, guys, give yourself a round of applause. There's no reason to be angry, nasty, bitter, and angry, or whatever you're going through right now. You're gonna get that time. You'll get that back time 100, bare minimum. So rejoice, be happy, intentionally happy, because things are going to change like a thief in the night. You're gonna be able to walk in that bank, and your life is going to change in an instant of an eye. Like they said, when the so-called rapture happened, the RV happening would be our rapture. We're going to change in the instant of an eye. We're going to go in the bank and become a new man and a new woman, and be free out of heaven on earth. So I'll just say, rejoice. That anything that you're going through right now, it won't be for long.
Thank you, Chief.
Decide to be happy intentionally.
Sister Janine said she wants you to know, Chief. She said, Chief, yes, one of my credit union representatives told me, stop buying foreign currencies because you're wasting your time. You're wasting your money. Janine says, I laughed and I said, yeah, okay. She said that happened last month. She just wants you to know that they are trying to steer people away from it.
And that's financial advice. And she should be doing that.
Bankers are not happy about any of this, Dana says. Chief, what would you say? Hi, Tennessee, I see you in the house. And I don't know, we might need to wrap it up. I see my son just came here. Chief, what would you say for those who are hearing, don't buy foreign currencies, don't listen to, Chief Mack, Dr. Kia Pruitt. Don't listen to them because it makes no sense to invest in somebody else's country. Why are y'all buying up currencies in somebody else's country? And some of these countries are third world countries. What would you say to people who keep hearing this over and over?
I'll say this much. We waste so much money for just $300. I'm telling you what I've done, and I've done it a lot. $300, you could be worth close to $20 million. You waste that. So if anybody tell you don't do it, I'm telling you, do it. Because I got $100 trillion zip note. They're on sale with banknote worth $114.
Ooh, Sister Kim said Banknote World is having an amazing sale right now, and the sale ends tonight. Thank you, Sister Kim. Okay, go in, Chief.
You could go there and get you for $114. Get you $100 trillion zip note. That's more than likely going to be revalued at the bare minimum $15 million. You got the Venezuela Boulevard from, and I'm telling you what I did. I'm not giving financial advice. What I did. They got the 100 million, the half, the 500 million. You talk about $5 and $10. You got the Vietnamese done. Last night check, it was on 734, but it was averaged at $39. But if it's
Mm,
Vietnamese done, you can Vietnamese done for half a million. You talk about what's that? 40 bucks?
mm-hmm,
40
mm-hmm.
bucks? 40 bucks, you could be a millionaire.
Wow, let me see if I can type that in.
But you got people telling you not to do it. Don't be one of
Right,
those ones that get left off the ship. We are Noah, he and I, and the rest of the people saying, get the boat. We're saying, come on the boat, get on the boat. Because we about to have a party. We about to live. We about to go on a cruise, a luxury cruise. And we want you to join us. Don't miss it.
right. Because what do you stand to lose? Oh, look, Chief, here's a Vietnamese currency, 500,000. That's half a million for 29.98.
It's on sale. That's the cheapest.
Wow.
It's on sale. It's on
Okay.
sale, which tells me that something
Mm,
is getting ready to happen.
mm,
The sale is they're told to offload and get rid of what they have.
mm. That's banknoteworld.com. Now, we will tell you that some people will be like, okay, I got the currency. Now, Chief was going to tell you, if you want to protect your assets, you definitely need a trust. Okay. So,
What's going to happen, kid? Uh,
okay.
for those of us who have foreign currency,
Yeah.
if you don't have a trust, they're not going to put that money into it. It's tremendously dangerous to put that money in the regular account because
Okay.
if you open up a bank account at the bank and your all caps name with that social security number,
Mhm.
that's the straw man's account that belongs to them. That's why they can seize things and take it from you.
Oh, okay.
The all cap name is just a corporation. If you are a corporation, they turn you to a corpse. If you are a corpse, you're unalive, you can't talk, and you don't deserve to own nothing because you're
Mm,
unalive. You don't exist. The trust is how you exist again, become resurrected and born again. So that's the
understood.
trust that, so the trust that I do is a 508c1a irrevocable trust, which is set up as a foundation and ministry trust, operating outside as a Commonwealth trust, operating outside the U.S. jurisdiction. And I also go as far as in helping you get that foreign EIN number, which all these foreigners have been getting that 98 number, coming over here and getting our hands as well because they got that 98 number. I do
Wait,
the
wait,
form for, well,
wait.
yeah, they be getting the 98 number. That's how they getting all the well.
The 98 number is the foreign EIN number.
Yes,
So,
that's it.
but how do they get access to our trust, Chief?
When they go in there and apply for that through the SS4 application, apply for to get that 98 number, that's the number operating outside the U.S. jurisdiction, and they get our wealth that belongs to us when they do that. And I
And they
was I was
also
go
go
ahead,
ahead. No, no, go
go
ahead.
ahead.
They also get like these fake. I don't know if they're even fake social security numbers too. It might not be I don't know
Well,
what kind of social.
when people were doing CPN numbers and all that, it's not fake. These are numbers that the rich and wealthy were able to use instead of using that social security number, which is unalive. You got people who get all that get CPN numbers and running them up. And if you get CPN numbers, you'll actually pull them from the estate of the people. People
Mm,
get CPN numbers and get these high-end credit cards and buy houses, go on trips and
mhm.
do all that, but they're about to shut all that down.
Okay.
And people who are out there, because I know somebody who's doing these CPN numbers, if you're doing that, you're about to get hemmed up.
Mm, mm,
The legal way to do it is get your 9-8 number. That's the legal way to do it.
okay.
Get your 9-8 number, start a whole new out. So I do that for people. So when you go to the banks, you'll open up a trust with a foreign EIN number. And it's that the foreign EIN number is the spirit that needs the body. The trust is an empty shell that needs the spirit. And when you put them two together, you start a brand new identity. You've been resurrected and born again.
Mm,
And so if you stop wait, think you're gonna get it. I've been hearing people on these social media platforms talk and come on other people's shows. and said you can get a trust from the bank. These are people that don't really, you hear these other podcasts talking to people about trust, and they don't know the private sector like I know it at all, period. And they're telling people you can get a trust from the bank, and if you get a trust from the bank, that's known as a skeleton trust. You're gonna do that trust, and you're gonna use your social. That's not a safe thing to do. I wouldn't do that when you're done with all this wealth. I wouldn't do that. So you want to get a foreign EIN number, which starts a new identity. And even if you put that your name, we will take your name out of being all caps to uppercase and lowercase when you attach a foreign EIN number to it. It's not the name that's bad. It's the number that name is attached to what makes it a corporation. This means you're a corpse. You're unalive.
Wow.
You see, I'm thorough with this. That's why none of these podcasts on here, I will run circles around them when you talk about the private sector and what's really happening and how to protect yourself. None of them, I will run circles around them. They don't know that. So they're bringing people on that. This is why Young Elder wants to bring me on this show, because I actually talked to Young Elder and help him connect the dots. And he was blown away when I ran down to the fraud and things that were going on. He said, I got to bring you on my show because he's a people's person. He's not a
Yeah.
gatekeeper.
Mm-hmm.
He's not a gatekeeper. He wants people to know the truth. And he puts out information to wake the people up in this way, just like me and you do, you and I do. And that's said, I'm not a gatekeeper. You
And
know,
so Chief will be on his show, on the Young Elder Show on Sunday. So please go to the Young Elder if you're not already subscribed. Most of you that subscribe to me subscribe to Chief Mack and Young Elder and some others that are in this space. So go to the Young Elder Show. Please subscribe to his channel. Hit the like button. Chief Mack will be on there educating thousands, if not tens of thousands, on Sunday. Now, I want you to address this statement right here, Chief Matt. Somebody said those who attempt to cash in those notes, the foreign currency notes, will end up at the World Court for money laundering. This guy is saying, or this woman, Shamuda, if y'all try to cash those foreign currency notes, you're going in the World Court for money laundering. Please, I'm not trying to put fear in you, just talking factual truth. Then why didn't the people who cashed in the Kuwaiti dinar in 1991
I
go to the
said,
World Court?
hey, buddy, nice try. Man, you can kick rocks, man. You talking to the wrong group of people, man. You're an agent. Screenshot that so I can look at that person. I'm getting ready to hire private investigators. Anybody come up here, run their mouth, I'm gonna get smart. You are a fool. You're talking to the wrong people. This has been done plenty of times before. And how is it money laundering, you fool, when the banks are gonna give it to us? Huh? How is it money laundering when the banks are gonna invite us in and the Treasury Department is gonna release those funds to us, you clown? So kick rocks, keep it moving. You're dealing with the wrong group of people who are much smarter than that lame comment you left in here, buddy. Kick rocks and keep it moving.
I did a podcast where I did a deep dive. It's called Banks Are Ready for Foreign Currency Exchange. When I tell you that I was so amazed at this, I'm seeing it. I'm gonna see if that's on my private group or if that's. Oh, I think I got it open for everybody. Y'all better go look at it while it's open because I might put that in the private group. Banks are ready for foreign currency exchanges. Banks met globally to ensure that they were ready for the currency exchange. Here's the video I did, and I show all the articles where they said the banks were saying they have gold stored up, they have that which is tier 1 assets and tier 2 assets, and they said we met to make sure that when it's time for a worldwide currency exchange, we will be ready. They said we have gold and foreign currencies or tier 2 foreign reserve notes in our coffers because this protects the bank against any foreseeable or unforeseeable economic or financial collapse. And we have these in our coffers because we're preparing for a currency exchange. I read all the articles. Some of the articles were encrypted, what is called crypted or encrypted, because they use bankers' terminology, and I broke down the terms. We all did it together. This even though I keep pushing out this video, I want people to wake up. This actually, when they met, was like 2 years ago. And as soon as those articles came out, I went live and I talked about it. And I said, banks met globally to make sure they were ready for currency exchange. They were just waiting for something to happen, for a system alert or somebody to push a button. But they're ready. Some of those articles are not found anymore in online, but I still have them and I show them to you as I'm doing this report. Yes, sir.
You know, when people make, he didn't have any receipts, but just made a blanket statement like that, but didn't have any receipts or any proof to show that it's money laundering. If it's money laundering, that means that should be an article in the papers or in the news stating that if anybody has foreign currency, and you take to the bank, it's money laundering. Now we know the banks are not going to risk themselves and accept any fraudulent behavior. And if it's money, you bring some monopoly money in the bank and see if they're going to check you out of there.
Right.
And in fact, it said that the banks need us. The banks they're waiting for the foreign currency.
Mm-hmm.
But you see how desperate people are for us not to participate in this wealth transfer, where they send a foolish person, an agent, a disinformation agent, to come in and put a blanket, foolish and ignorant statement in there and say something like that. Now, somebody who may be a rookie or a novice at this, he's hoping they would see that, and then it just shake their ground. But we're smarter than that. We're not moved by that. We know that you are a clown, and you can keep it moving, bozo.
Hey, Chief, Troy says many countries will see their currencies appreciate or go up in value once it's backed by their own gold again, because the United States is cooked at the global level. Yes, central banks all over the world accumulated gold in record numbers within the last 5 to 10 years. Why were the central banks accumulating gold from all over the world? Because they're doing exactly what you said, Troy. They're preparing to back up their currencies.
And we know this is going to happen soon, because about 2 or 3 months ago, they showed there was a picture of Trump sitting at the desk. To his right, they showed a stack of Iraqi dinars on the desk.
Yes.
Did they just say about a week or so ago, or a couple of weeks ago or so ago, that now Iraq is stable right now because the bad politicians, the people who had all of that foreign currency in Iraq, they caught them. So now they're ready to move forward, because this new prime minister they put in office, he's been kicking ass, getting the bad guys, cleaning Iraq up. Now Iraq is stable because the would-be bad guys, the just so-called women, they had about $1 billion worth of Iraqi dinar. They confiscated and got it from her. So they said now they're stable to move forward. So man, kick rocks, man.
And the new prime minister of Iraq is not a politician. He's an ex-banker and a financier and an entrepreneur. That means he can now create new economic policies to ensure that the country is stable, and he has new policies in the bank to make sure the banks are compliant and the banks are transparent. This guy is the people's person. Like they showed him in Iraq. We're going to go over that tomorrow in a private group. They showed him in Iraq. People are so, why are everybody celebrating this new prime minister? They're like taking pictures with him. They're ecstatic. They're happy. He's promising a new Iraq. He called back the entrepreneurs that are from Iraq to come back home. And he said Iraq is open for business. We discuss things like that in the private group. We ready. We're ready.
July can very well be the month, guys.
Yeah.
It can vary. So get your trust in order, because I can't promise you that I'm going to be around after you or be happy, because I'm going to be busy getting my affairs in order and being that saving salvation to those passing in the righteous way.
Yes, sir. One last time, Chief, how can our Soul Tribe get in contact with you if you need more information about this, anything about foreign currencies, or how to live outside the outside the public, how to live in the private? How can they contact you?
This is Unity in Motion 45 at yahoo.com, guys. Be prepared to pay a $75 consultation fee, which is not much, but I have to have that because I don't want to just be on the phone with any and everybody. So you're gonna make the consultation payment, and and don't be in a rush. I'll get to you. Email
That's
me,
it.
and I'll get to you, and together we can just talk, and I can show you what I've done, and I'll help you make that making an executive decision at the 11th hour on what you need to do. And I've been helping countless people do that, and I'm happy about that.
Thank you, Chief. They're saying some people are saying they went ahead and they emailed you. So look
Okay.
out for them, Chief. They're emailing you now, and there will be a consultation fee. And when you pay that consultation fee of $75, you'll pay it to Alan Judah 47. I'm gonna put that in the chat for you all as well.
Do me a favor, leave your telephone numbers in the comments when you make the consultation payment. Leave your telephone numbers there.
Oh, that's good. That's brilliant.
We do that right there.
Any final words, Chief? Any final words? And are you going live anytime
Yeah,
soon?
I'm gonna lie. Listen, guys, there's a shift happening. Keep your family covered. Intercede for your family. Because some of our family members made some decisions and choices to do certain things that's affecting their bodies. Life is not promised to us. Be grateful, guys. It's not promised to us. So each and every day you wake up, intercede for your family members and loved ones. Continue to live your, they say be prayerful, just continue to speak life, inheritance, wealth, protection, at night. Intercede for people because things are happening.
Thank you. They said thank you for the comforting words, Chief. I'm available, Chief, if you need any assistance with anything. Sister Kim says she's available if you need any assistance. Thank you, Sister Kim. Thank you so much. That you know Kim, right? You know who she is.
Yeah, I know who she is.
Okay. And then thank you, Sister Janine. She put your contact information in the chat, unityemotion45@yahoo.com. The consultation fee is $75. That's it for me, Chief. Where you gonna be when you foresee yourself going live?
I may go live tonight. Just explain
Okay.
some things that's going on with me. Why I haven't gone live the past week and a half.
Okay.
And here I got some things to take place. So I may go live tonight at about 9 to 9:30, guys. Be there.
Okay, if he goes live, then it would be from his Chief Mack show channel. Let me see if I can find that for you. I got it right here. Family, this is what it looks like. Just type in Chief Mack and you'll see it here. This is him with a microphone and people in the background. So I'm gonna put it in the chat. And then so that's tonight. This is Friday night. Happy Friday, family. Sunday, you are going to be where? You're going to be on somebody's show Sunday.
Young Elder, I'm waiting on him to call me back. We're supposed to go over some things. And so he said Sunday. If I'm not mistaken, Sunday morning. It could be either the night. But when I get the information, I'll post it on my YouTube page. Dr. Kidd will even let you know as well.
Okay, this is what Young Elders YouTube look like. Please subscribe to Chief Mack Show. Subscribe to the Young Elder. And anybody else that you all know of that is benevolent, put their information in chat. But Chief Mack will be on the Young Elder Show. You want to subscribe to Young Elder because he's a good friend of Chief Rod Hayes. He brings him on and they talk about what's going on behind the scenes, just like we do. And but Young Elder goes into a lot of different things. He talks about different bloodlines. He talked about the Anunnaki. He talked about mermaids. He just put out different videos about mind control, manipulation, and he also provides a platform for women to speak about, what they are working on, what type of things they're working on, how they're healing, how they're taking care of their families. He's just like Orisha Stone. They like to provide a safe place for women to speak because, women are the first teachers. We're the ones who teach the children about culture, values, life, and we'll be the ones that teach our children, our posterity about values around wealth. So you want to subscribe to Young Elders channel and also make sure you subscribe to Chief Mack's channel as well. That's it for me.
The men are about to be put in position to cover and protect our women so they get to spend time with the gods and goddesses back on earth. That's what time is coming. The men are about to be put back in position because women, to me, are more important because they have to carry the seed of righteousness and gods and goddesses back on earth. So men are being put in position to cover the women. That's why we're bigger. We have to cover you guys. We have to protect y'all but you guys have to cover us. So it's a reason why we're bigger and stronger because you should be behind that protection, that umbrella to cover you from the elements of life called rain. So we can get it. So we willing to take that rain and get the kids with the elements of life to protect you. So you can put the seed that replaces you, you can birth it out and keep this world going back with God's ecology. That's how important you guys are. But we got to work together. It's no I, no big I, no look you. It's us together as a team. So I wouldn't place the woman over the man, and the man shouldn't be placed over the woman. But the man have to protect the woman when you're covering us.
That was beautiful. That was beautiful, Chief. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, no one's bigger or better than the other. I mean, bigger in life. I mean, their men are broader and stronger than we physically, but we all need each other. And we need to work synergistically together as one unit. Just like it takes both a man and a woman to make a baby, it takes both a man and a woman to successfully raise a baby. And I'm not saying this for debate because people are going to say, well, I raised my kids by myself. I know, and I think that's amazing. But I'm saying we're better together than we are apart. And having said that, family, if you want to get in touch with Chief Mack, contact him at unityemotion45@yahoo.com. He'll be happy to answer your calls and to help you. If you want to send him a gift or a donation, or you just want to pay for the consultation fee, send it to Alan Judah 47. Also, we give thanks to Sister Janine, who is our moderator in the chat. Sister Janine's been here for over 5 years. Thank you, Sister Janine. Has Jacob Bay started a channel? She asked. You know, he was supposed to start one when he and I was doing these shows. So I think he started it, but I don't know if he's been posting. So we'll have to see if he. I know, yeah, because he had said it was Jacob Bay on YouTube, but I don't know if he started uploading. So I'm gonna check in and see how he's doing with that. Great question. I don't know what I was gonna say after that. I was gonna say something before that, but Sister Janine's been here for 5 years. That's who I put up. Thank you, Sister Janine, for serving us and helping us keep the chat flowing. Thank you. Yes, and Divine Waters, if you're in the chat, thank you so much for helping. Family, we thank you as well. We love you so much. All right, Chief, how should we end the show today?
Oh, that's it. We're good to go now, guys.
We're good to go. Everything's good. Everybody that sent me a gift, I want to say thank you. Let me see where I need to check in. 1 minute. Chief Mack got to go live, so I don't want to keep him too long. Y'all finished helping Uncle?
He's about to leave.
Oh, tell him, hold on, wait. Tell him get some spaghetti. My son's about to leave. I love when my children come over, Chief. And they're all in their 30s, but I love when they come back home to visit. And my daughter, she stays with me, my grandchildren, but I just love it. Mama loves to cook for her babies. Let me see, who is this that gave me a cash app today? Neil, thank you so much. Thank you for the cash app. And anybody else that sent the cash app, thank you. Kevin, thank you so much. Kevin says this is a gift. Sister Deborah says, I appreciate you so much. Thank you. Cornelia said, great gratitude given from the Harveys, from Harvey, Illinois. Thank you so much. That's a wrap, family. We love you. Thank you for your time and your energy. Thank you so much for the comment section. They've been going in the comment section.
Wow.
All right. Somebody says you're so welcome. Sister Janine says you're so welcome, Doc. It's been a pleasure for almost 6 years. Wow. She's been serving the soul tribe. Wow. We got to do something special for Sister Janine. Remind me about that, Chief, if you get time next time we go live. I want to do something for her.
No doubt.
Okay. What you about to go do, Chief?
But I got some calls to make and some email. I got text messages there. I got people I need to call.
They say you look like you in a spaceship right now.
I might be.
Good night, Soul Tribe. We love you, and we'll see you on the other side. Remember, Chief Mack's going live tonight around 9:30. Subscribe to his channel, Chief Mack, on YouTube. Sunday, he'll be on the Young Elder Show. Subscribe to Young Elder, and we'll see you soon. We love you. Happy Friday. Yay!
Happy Friday. See you guys.
Bye-bye. Say bye.
Soul tribe, I see through the night. Ancient scriptures and bloodlines she knows. Spreading truth wherever she goes. Soul tribe rising, hear her call, raising vibrations.
Sing it, y'all.
And all Dr. Key shows the way.
Come on.
To a brighter future.
You can sing in your natural voice. Sing your natural voice. From currencies to investments divine. Now like that, my voice.
She's helping her try to realign with
Her channel.
Oops.
Now
it flows.
breaking chains that
And
hold
hold us close.
teaching. Pass to abundance
And well,
guiding others to
to free
themselves.
So try right here.
sing, baby. Raising vibrations for one and all. Dr. Kia.
Lies the way.
To a brighter, free from currencies to investments divine.
Yeah. Hey.
And her tribe to realize
What's up, y'all? Come on.
ancient and new, showing what we all can do.
Hey. Hi, baby. Say hey, grandbaby.
Hi.
Rick, come say goodnight, Mia. Please stop that. Okay, can you say
Good night.
Sun rising, hear her call, raising vibrations for one and all. Dr. Kia shows the way to a brighter, freer day. Soul tribe rising, hear a call, raising vibrations for one and all. Dr. Kia lights the way to a new and brighter day.
All right, Soul Tribe. You have heard from Chief Mack, and I'm Dr. Kia Pruitt. I trust we've said something to raise your vibrations and inspire you to create the most amazing and magnificent life that you desire and deserve. So what we talk about today, we talked about how President Trump left instructions just in case Iran takes him out, because he got intel from Israel that Iran had plans to take him out. Then we read that the White House is strengthening up its security based on information they got from Secret Service. So Chief Mack and I broke that down, and we left it up to you to decide, what do you think is really going on? Is this a stage play, a show? Is it central casting? We'll leave it up to you to decide. It seemed like this could be a black swan event, whether it's real or stage, that could lead to an emergency broadcast system announcement. Some say it could lead to a shutdown. Others say it could lead to the wealth transfer happening, because whenever they have a wealth transfer, they always stage something geopolitically first. Keep your emotions in check, stay grounded, stay inspired, stay encouraged, and know that your creator and your ancestors are looking out for you and making sure that your best interest is at heart. So just prepare however you can. Surround yourself with your loved ones. You might want to go contact Farmer Dre. If you haven't already, ask him about these bug out bags. Ask him how to live off the land. We'll bring Farmer Dre back on, because we never know what these people got in plan on store for us. But we want to be able to grow our own food, live off the land, and be prepared, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And if you're interested in foreign currencies, contact Chief Mack. He'll give you some encouragement, or you can just go straight to Banknote World. But he has a contact at Banknote World that can help you get foreign currencies. However, you might say foreign currency is not enough, and you might say, I need some silver and gold. If you are interested in silver and gold, you can contact my contact or my affiliate, Miles Franklin Precious Metals Company. Contact them at 952-929-7006 or send an email to info@milesfranklin.com. Let them know Dr. Kia Prue referred you so you can get the best prices in the industry. If you are interested in a private trust and you want to know how to live outside the jurisdiction and control of the government, contact Chief Mack at unityinmotion45@yahoo.com. I think that's it. Is that it, son? I'm trying to find Chief Mack's information. Y'all, I think y'all have it. unityinmotion45@yahoo.com. We love you, and we'll see you on the other side.
Bye.
Bye.
See you later.
Happy Friday. Ooh,
Friday.
It's the weekend. Go out and make it great. Peace, family.
If it isn't already.
If it isn't already, he always tell me they might be already having a great time. So go out and make it great. If it isn't already, and if it is, make it even greater. Gas is back up. Oh, $3.38, they're saying. JM Bullion, they're saying, is another place you can get gold and silver. If you know we're about to be free, family, put in the comment section, freedom now. Hashtag freedom now. We are free. That's our reality. We've been liberated already. And as liberated beings, we're helping to liberate the entire planet. Freedom now in the comment section, family. What'd you say? Don't forget about Banknote World. Oh, the sale ends tonight. If you want foreign currencies, banknoteworld.com. BANKNOTE World, WORLD.com. And then after that, give Chief Mack an email. Send them an email, unityinmotion45@yahoo.com. I love you. I think that's about it. It's kind of hard. It's so hard to say goodbye to yesterday.
You can do his Cash App.
Oh, $ Alan Judah 47 is Chief Mack's Cash App. Mama Kia is mine. Dr. Pruitt is $ Mama Kia 13. $ MAMAKIA 13. See you later, family. I love you. Peace.